Well, it's been a while, and I apologize for that. I've been going through some things trying to figure out what videos to give you ever since that one with the Academy was not monetized. I've had difficulty in trying to figure out what to give you. So I'm going to do something, try not to bore you, and talk a little less. What I have here is what I promised you some time ago, and I never gave to you. I have the Kasparov Deep Blue games. Six of them were in Philadelphia, Man versus Machine, and the other six were in New York. I think we're going to use, by the way, if you look at the right side of your screen, as usual, please play these in high definition. You'll be able to see the fine print. Um, it turns out that when he came back in 1997, Kasparov lost to Deep Blue. He won one game. Deep Blue won two games, and the other three were drawn out of the six games that I see here. I think there was only six games, but in any case, I'll I think I want to give you the one that he lost. So this first one he won, and if you look at the right side of your screen, you'll see I'm going to give you the second game where he lost. So here it goes. All right, let's see if I got this right. There we go. Okay, um, white is being played by Deep Blue, and Deep Blue played the old, well, something I always play, E4, and it was answered by E5 by Garry Kasparov. So I'm not going to say too much. I'm just going to let this game, I'm going to scroll through the moves slowly. Okay, this looks like any game that I might start. You know, Deep Blue puts his E-pawn out after Gary did. Gary put his E-pawn after Deep Blue did, and Deep Blue came back and attacked the pawn with the knight, and Gary came back and defended it. And Deep Blue pulled out the bishop. Gary tries to chase it away. Deep Blue retreats. Let's see that again. Gary comes out and attacks the pawn. I'll have to remember that move. Deep Blue castles, kingside. Gary pulls the bishop in front of the king. Let me see, this game is something like 45 moves, so let me see if I can go through a few moves next without saying much. Okay. So Gary finally decides to pull the other pawn out and chase the bishop further. Now see, this is something I always have trouble with. I mean, I'm going to have to learn this, because after Gary puts his pawn in front of his queen, d6, Deep Blue does c3. Now, normally, I don't like this move because it blocks the knight. But let's see what happens. Gary castles. Deep Blue pulls the pawn out to stop Gary from bringing the knight down. Gary does the same. And Deep Blue goes head first with the D pawn. Okay, very quickly. Okay, here's where the knight went. So Deep Blue decided to move that pawn so I can move the knight out, because he had originally blocked it with that other pawn. Okay. Gary pulls the bishop back for whatever reason. This is an interesting game. Chase Gary back. That's something I would... Okay. So Gary recaptures the knight and then brings his queen back. I wonder if he lost the tempo of that, like that. I wonder if that's what made him lose. Hmm. Yeah, I can see. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I should flip the board and see what Gary's side looks like. Let's do that. Let me see if I can flip the board, and we'll see what Gary's playing black. So let's see what Gary sees. Can I do that? Oh, here we go. Flip the board. Okay, so now we're looking at the black side at the bottom, so we can see what Gary's seeing that deep blue. He's playing against deep blue. And whose turn was it? Okay, Gary had just made the knight move. Okay, well let's see what deep blue does. I see. Hmm. Gary just moves it. See, I don't even know why that move is like that. See, why would deep blue do that? I don't know. Gary pulls it out. Yeah, let's see that again. So Gary pulls out the bishop. Deep blue backs his bishop up, attacks the knight, and Gary just moved his bishop back again. Very odd. Hmm. Okay. Wow. Deep blue does not capture, which I'm sure that's a good thing not to do. And Gary does. Okay. You know, I think we've seen this game before. I know I have. I wonder if I shared it with you already and forgot. Okay, so Gary must have resigned after moving his pawn up. And I think I did show you this game already. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's find another game. So this is the game that Gary lost. Um, let's go to the one that he actually won. Uh, um, okay, computer, can you give me the one that he won? Apparently not. Hmm. Oh, here we go. Okay. So just in case I did share that one with you already, I'm going to give you the one that he actually won. The first game played in New York. And black is deep blue. Let's go ahead and turn the board back around. Okay. So Gary is white. Oh, wait a minute. I just lost it. I'm sorry. We'll get it back. There we go. And make sure that's the right one. The result was 1-0. And Gary is playing white. Yes. Okay, so here it is. Gary opens up with knight to f3. Deep blue opens up with d5. Gary intends to fianchetto, I guess. Both bishops, huh? How many moves we have? 45? Gary chases away the bishop. Bishop leaves. Okay. Interesting. I said there's a move I don't often see. This is a grandmaster, mind you. This is Gary Kasparov playing this. So it's knight, excuse me, knight to h4 on the side of the board, but it is being backed up by the pawn. And deep blue chases it away. Gary brings it back. Interesting. Takes with the pawn. Now that's an interesting move. Gary just pulls the king over to the side on the open file. Takes with the pawn. You know, see at a time like this, I would have a tendency to take with the knight. It's weird. Maybe, I don't wonder why he definitely wants that knight there. Interesting. Okay. Well, he did win this game, so. Gary just made a rook sacrifice. Wow, look at that. I mean, he lost the exchange. He lost the. I mean, he gave up a rook for a bishop, but I didn't expect it. I guess that's why he's the grandmaster and I'm the halfway decent player. Trades queens. And I guess once Gary moved the pawn up, we're getting ready to queen the pawn. Deep blue resigned. Very interesting. Well, there you have it. And I'm going to make this video short. You got two games, one lost and one won by Gary Kasparov against Deep Blue. And I hope not to be such a long time next time I just haven't been able to make any videos lately. I've been going through a lot of stuff here, and forget the excuses. Until next time. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, keep on playing.